What up, dudes? My name is Ben, or HardShenaniganz, and that's actually two clips that I recorded while I was snowboarding yesterday. I didn't record anything today. It's kind of difficult without a GoPro. I ended up just holding my phone and like snowboarding down the hill. They didn't have any of the terrain park shit kind of set up yet. I guess they were making it today with the snowmakers and whatnot, and they were making snow for it today for the big mounds and shit like that, but they didn't have it groomed at all. So no like cool, I guess the coolest trick I can do on a snowboard is a backside rodeo. So you guys know what a backside rodeo is. It's I mean, I'm sure you can look it up. I can't really, it's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, that's the coolest trick I can do on a snowboard. But for right now, can't be doing any tricks because there's no jumps to go off of. So, Marie recap number 3. I know you guys have been looking forward to this. I'm going to go over the gameplay real quick. This is a 131-6, I believe the final score is, on Turbine. What is up with Turbine and Marie recaps? I'm trying to mix it up with the maps because you guys see a lot of Raid and Meltdown and stuff. 131-6 on Turbine. I choke so hard this first round. I mean, it's terrible. I dive like 2 lodestars. You're going to see, I think I dive one here, and then I go into, actually, I think I just died off one, and then I go into the second round with like either just my lodestar or very close to my lodestar, and then I get 100 kills in 3 minutes, most of which is kill streaks. If you guys know, when you get your kill streaks on this map, they fucking tear it up. But yeah, this is a good example of how well kill streaks can do on Turbine. And then the second gameplay is a 98 kill round on Raid. I get my kill streaks going into the second round, or I get very close to them, and then I have a pretty good second round. I think I finished the game 126-12 or something like that. But the second round is where the money maker's at, where I get all the kills. So I put that in there as well because I'm going to need some extra time for this one. So Marie recap number 3. I know you guys have been looking forward to this and giving me shit because I haven't been posting it. Not because I haven't wanted to, but I've just had other shit going on, and yeah. So I'm actually doing this commentary from my lake house where we voice crack, where we go snowboarding in the winter, and I do wakeboarding in the summer. If you guys didn't know, I snowboard, I wakeboard. Yeah, so some pretty cool stuff. That's why I threw that footage in there. I thought that would interest you guys. So, anyways, Marie recap number 3. So, I think we left off with going into the spring. Marie and I's relationship kind of kicking off in the spring with a little bit of sex, which she actually left a comment on the last video. You guys may not know this. She left a comment on the last video that said, just to clear things up, the sex, the library, dirty talk leading to the sex back in my room was actually happened twice. Once in the fall and once in the spring. So thank you, Marie, for clearing that up, because my memory's a little foggy sometimes. So now we're we're finishing out the spring of my freshman year, and we're going into the summer, and we're going to talk a little bit about sophomore year. Sophomore year is not that action-packed. There's really not that much stuff that goes on. So I'm going to talk about that, and then, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, excuse me. That was a nice burp. Freshman spring, right? Very, very sex-oriented. So I kind of was still dating somebody at the time, and I was cheating on my now ex-girlfriend, with Marie. I was cheating on her I was cheating on Megan with Marie, and her and I were we were, like, everything revolved around sex. Like, we were both just so into each other. I think physically as well as personally. Like, I really liked her, but I think she was only at that time prepared for, like, a sexual relationship. But I, personally, I actually really, really, really liked her, and that was, if sex was the only way I could have her, that's then how it was going to go down. Like, I was willing to kind of do that because, a lot of guys say, oh, everything was revolved around sex, but most of the time that's because that's all the guy wanted. But the thing was, I actually wanted more. And although it may have seemed like all I wanted was sex because that's all that was happening, that wasn't the case. I actually wanted a legitimate like relationship with her, and so that was most of the spring. Most of the spring consisted of sex, and I don't think we were really dating at the time, and I don't think she was really expecting us to hang out over the summer. But going into that summer, I had broken up with my my girlfriend Megan, and so I was technically single. But you know, Marie and I were very active with each other. So I think the first time I asked her to hang out, she was actually surprised because she wasn't expecting anything from me. She wasn't expecting for me to approach her over the summer and actually want to hang out with her. And I think that was kind of a shocker to her, and I'm pretty sure she was pleased by it. But at the same time, like I had said, this was the part where her and I actually started having a legitimate relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, and I mean, it went really well. That whole summer went fantastic. It was awesome. It was like her and I, you know, she came to my lake house, and you know, we had a great summer together, and it was awesome. Like, our relationship at that point in time, like, if I could look back, that was one of the points in time where, although she may not have thought, you know, that we were like boyfriend girlfriend, we didn't really seal the deal until going into our sophomore fall. But I mean, we were exclusive with each other. Like, there was no, like, we were basically boyfriend girlfriend without the title. So that whole summer, you know, it went really well. And if I could look back on a point in our relationship and say, you know, that was the best time, maybe not specifically that time, because there are other times that, I mean, the whole, you know, as things were going well, things were going well. Like, you know, it's kind of hard to explain. And going into sophomore year, right, we sealed the deal. We said, you know, I'm her girl or her boyfriend, and she's my girlfriend. So I don't know. I was really happy at that point in time, and I think throughout the fall things started to get throughout the fall things went really well. Fall always goes well for me because, well, most of the time, because not so much this fall, but fall goes well because lacrosse is not in full swing. I do have fall ball, but that's only a couple weeks, and after that, you know, I don't have any priorities besides that. So fall normally goes well for me, and this is the same case. Fall went really well with Marie and I in our relationship, and sex was always a big part of our relationship. We had sex a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean like we're talking like a lot, which you know, sometimes that's normal for a college relationship to have a lot of sex. But wow, I got really lucky there with that sentry gun. We were very sexually active, and I'm talking probably, I don't know, I want to say like 6 or 7 times a week is probably a good number for it. Maybe up to 10. Like we were very sexually active, and we started, like, one thing that went was between her and I, he and I. Yeah, I'm gay. Marie's actually a guy. No, I'm kidding. Marie is very much a girl. One thing between her and I that we connected on a sexual level was that we were just open with each other. We were very open with each other. Like, she was willing to tell me her sexual desires, and I was willing to tell her my sexual desires. So, that is why I think one of the big reasons why our sex life was so good, and that kind of, you know, like I said, everything kind of started with sex, and so sex was always on the mind, and that was our fault for initiating things like that, and I wish it hadn't, because later in our relationship that turned into a big issue, and throughout that fall, that sophomore fall, everything was going really well. And going into that spring, things were still going well. Over that winter break, she came, I'm pretty sure she came up to my lake house, and she learned to learned to ski, and my dad taught her how to ski because I snowboard. I think if I slapped on some skis, I would be pretty good at it, but just because I'm used to having something on my feet in the snow. But yeah, my dad taught her how to ski. I didn't teach her how to ski. I obviously helped her a little bit, but things were well. Things were going well throughout that entire winter. And I know I keep saying that things were going well, but that's because they were. Things were good. And that winter, kind of the same thing. A lot of sex, but we were very connected on a personal level, and I liked that. And going into the spring's difficult because I have a lot of lacrosse, right? For a good majority of the spring, I'm playing lacrosse. I'm practicing every day. I have games on the weekends and whatnot. So my schedule is kind of packed, and that's the same for this spring. You guys will notice I won't be uploading as many videos in the spring, mostly because my schedule is so packed. But you guys will still probably see 3 or 4 videos a week from me. So going into the spring, we had this one point in the spring where I don't know what happened and why it happened, but she was not, I guess, where she wanted to be with our relationship, and she wanted to take a break, kind of, I guess, to kind of take a step back and focus on other things, and that hurt me a lot, and that kind of affected the whole trust thing. Our trust wasn't good in the first place. Trust was never something that her and I had that where I completely trusted her and she completely trusted me until probably the fall of our junior year. I was pretty confident that her and I trusted each other, and even when she went abroad in my junior spring, she went to Oxford and spent the whole semester abroad, and our trust was pretty good then. Like, I trusted her a lot, and I think she trusted me too for the most part. But that was still, there was distrust in the first place, and then there was trust, and then there was distrust again. So there was more not trusting each other than there was trusting each other, which kind of sucks. And but that all comes down to kind of how we started our relationship. But yeah, anyways, in the spring of my sophomore year, we had this kind of rough patch, and we powered through it. I think her and I powered through it, and we were able to reconnect with each other, and obviously we still dated that entire time, but technically, like, there was a rough patch, right? There was this rough patch that she wasn't okay with how her and I connected on a personal level, as in besides sex. And I think that whole aspect of us having sex a lot kind of affected her. And I don't know, that's just kind of my opinion on it. Hers may be a little different, but yeah. That's going to wrap up Marie Recap number 3. I'm going to get into the summer after my sophomore year and junior year, fall and spring probably next time. The 2 videos you're seeing on the screen right now are the Road to Commander I posted earlier today. If you guys haven't seen that, I think it's a pretty good episode. Go watch that. The next couple episodes of that are going to be really good because I started playing really well. So as far as gameplays go, the next couple episodes of Road to Commander are really good. The other video on the screen is 145 kills on Yemen with the MP7, where I talk about my issues with Black Ops 2 right now. Just some preliminary stuff. There's obviously a lot of other things, but my 3 main things. So yeah, if you guys want to see those videos, all you have to do is click the screen right now. Follow me on Twitter. Link will be in the description. And if you guys haven't downloaded my app yet, which is basically a mini sub box that goes in your web browser, that will be in the description as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.